Good morning to you all. This is our Stretchy Sunday class. We're going to start in a seated position today and have your blocks and straps just off to the side. Those of you that are a little bit newer to this practice, this is based on this movement class today is based on the yin concept of yoga, which is more the gentle side of yoga, less vigorous. We're not going to be, in fact, most of the time today is going to be spent on the floor. The more vigorous practice of yoga is typically standing. We're always reaching, going up to the ceiling and stretching and all that kind of stuff in an upward direction. This is intended to be more of a grounding practice, more rooting down into the mat or floor space. The focus of attention is not so much on body movement, but more so on breathing and a bit of meditation. So instead of looking externally and outward, it's more of an internal focus for this particular practice. Okay, about 60 minutes or so. And again, starting in the seated position. So all you guys online, there we go. Good stuff. You're all set to go. Good. Okay, close your eyes. Let the arms just fall naturally. And just start to breathe. We'll just take a few moments to move into some breathing. I'll demonstrate a bit of a breathing practice for you as well to try and get a full body of breath coming in today. But for now, just breathe as you normally would. Nice big breath in and breath out. We're going to keep our eyes closed and just pay attention to our breathing. Now, as best you can, try and breathe through your nose. So you're going to close the mouth, lips together, and just breathe in and out through your nose. I'm going to try and keep the chest area really calm and breathe more deeply into towards the pelvic or belly space. Maybe bring some sound to that breath as well. And we do that in yoga by creating a slight restriction in the back of the throat. Think about fogging a mirror with your lips closed. So just a slight constriction in the back of that throat, deep into the throat, creates that sound. Breath in and breath out. Let's bring the right hand onto the belly. So your right hand goes to the tummy. And when you take a breath in, try and breathe into your belly space. So the breath comes in deep through the nose, bring it all the way down into your body, and then try and distend the abdominal area as you breathe. Keep the chest calm for now. And this is to engage our diaphragm to breathe, the big muscle that causes the lungs to fill up. If your eyes are closed, just open your eyes for a second. What we're going to do also is now we're going to take the left hand and take it behind you to your lower back. Now when you breathe in, I would like you to breathe into your right hand in the front and your left hand behind you. So you're breathing to fill in this space to the front and to the back. And again, if you want to soften the eyes a little bit and just imagine in your mind's eye that energy that you're creating when you breathe into the belly and then into the lower back as well. We're going to try and create a full 360 on the breath. So nice and slow, deep breathing here. Breathe to the front, breathe to the back, but keep the chest area calm. Okay, now you're going to take your hands off that position, but bring your hands to the side of your body, just like so. This is the cushy part right underneath the rib cage. Now when you breathe in, you're going to try and breathe into the sides. So feel that cushy space underneath your ribs, and then when you breathe in, you want to fill up into the hands on the side. So you're imagining yourself breathing into the front, breathing into the back, and then breathing into the sides as well. So we're getting that big round breath coming in. And full exhale, then the hands start to just collapse and get a little bit closer to each other when you're exhaling. Think about this part of our body in the shape of a can, just like a soda can, right? And then when you take that big breath, you're creating more of a barrel shape instead of a can shape. It becomes more of a barrel, but it's low, so it's not up here in the chest, it's down here. Then bring your hands just to rest back onto your legs and try and again imagine that big breathing through the front, through the back, and then through the sides. And when that whole space fills up, that's when the chest fills up as well, to finish off the full breath. So lower body, and then into or lower torso, and then the chest fills up completely after that. Let's all turn our head over to your right, my left. Turn your head all the way. Keep looking past your shoulder as you breathe. So just keep on with that breathing. We'll get into some light body movements. Come back through neutral. Turn your head to your left and my right. Really stretch this out. Let's go back to center. Look up to the ceiling. As far as you can go. Just with your head. Then look forward. Look down to the floor. Tuck the chin into your chest. As far as you can go. Stretch the back of the neck out. Come back to center. Again, turn your head to your right, my left. This time you're going to drop the ear to the shoulder and then look up to the ceiling and do a very slow head circle into the opposite direction as you look up at the ceiling. Really slow. Exaggerate the movement so you feel this all through the neck. We're going to do about 3 head circles in one direction. Then you look down to the floor, drag the chin across your chest, and tap into full range of motion as much as you can, isolating just the head. And stay with that deep, deep breathing as you move nice and slow. And then we'll just take it back to that middle position, and we'll turn the head to the other side. So my right, your left. Drop the ear to shoulder, peek up, exaggerate again the movement, do it slowly, and go in the other direction. And try and find a big circle in this direction. Look down to the floor, drag the chin across the chest, all the way around. Nice big circle. And we'll do that 3 times in that one direction. All right, come back to a neutral position. Again, you're going to turn the head to your right, my left. Hold on to the side of your head. Apply a little bit of tension. Take the other arm behind you and keep that shoulder down. So look straight, but drop the ear to shoulder. Let's turn up the tension just a little bit. So if 10 is the most, this is about a 4. And then look up. Still hang on to that tension a bit. Now start to look down. We should feel a pretty nice stretch here. And then take your gaze through the underarm on that side. You can feel that tension. Release the hold of the head, so let the tension go. Then you bring your head back to neutral, and then we'll switch and go to the other side. You turn your head to your left, my right. Hold on to the side of your head. Other arm goes behind you. Keep your shoulder down, and then start to drop the ear towards the shoulder as you look straight, and then maybe look up a little bit. You can look up, turn the head, and then down. Look through the underarm this time. And let the tension go. Come back into a neutral position. Okay, I'm going to get off my block. If you're on the block, just get off that block as well. Just do a little bit of simple folding movement. So you get the legs straight up in front of you. You can use a strap if you like in front. And all we're going to do is just try and lean forward. So I'm just going to move front to back a little bit. I'm not rounding over, so I'm trying to keep my spine fairly straight. And then just leaning, hinging at this hip crease. And hold on to your feet if you like. You can hold on to your legs if you like. You can get that strap if you like. But try not to round over for now. Just stay really straight here as much as you can. And then you're going to hinge. I find closing eyes for some of these movements quite good, because it doesn't really matter how close you get to the floor. It's more about what it feels like. So you're going to get a fairly nice stretch here through your lower back. You'll probably feel this in the back of the legs as well. Slowly come on up. Tuck the left leg behind you. So any amount here on this left leg. And then you're going to do the same thing. Fold forward. Any amount. Back to deep breathing again. Remember, the focus of attention really is the breath and the sensation of what the posture or movement feels like. And then you're going to come up, and now we're going to lie back. So you're going to lie back as far as you can. And notice if your leg starts to come up, just adjust the position so the knee stays down. Some of you can even tuck your leg right underneath you, and if you can do that, go into full flexion, that's totally fine as well. Otherwise, you're just going to sit back onto your elbows, maybe go down all the way if you like. And there's no right or wrong way to do this type of stuff. This is a stretch for the left quads. Roll over onto your right side so you can release your leg. And then we'll come and switch and do the other side. So you come on up again, tuck the other leg behind you. If you can get the heel right underneath you, I can't with my knee. I just simply can't do that. Some of you can do that and get a really nice stretch. Lean forward. And you can use a strap if you like, or just hinging body weight forward. Just move right back into your deep breathing. Try and stay as present as you can to this practice. It's really quite a challenge. I found when I started doing these slow body movement type practices, my mind is just racing all over the place. I'm thinking about my to-do list. I'm thinking about doing push-ups later. I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff except this. So try and stay really present to the moment, to the movement, to the posture, and to your breathing. So big breath in, big breath out, and then we lean back. Go back as far as you can go. Find a position. And roll over onto your left side to let that leg go. We're going to stay on our back now. Draw both knees into your chest. Hold on to your legs and just rock your body weight side to side. Just an easy, light movement onto the lower back. Feels pretty good usually just to rock this movement side to side. Now bring your feet down to the floor. Cross the right leg over the left. I'm going to move here so you guys can see me online. And I'm going to reach behind the left leg. Bring the head back down. And draw the left leg a little closer into your body. And try and press the right knee away from your body. Both feet are flexed in this position. And then again, we calm our shoulders down, lower the head down, calm the neck down. And the area of attention here is the right outer hip area. This is the piriformis muscle that we're getting into at the moment. One of the deep sitting muscles. All right, now you're going to bring the left foot down onto the floor. Keep the legs crossed. Bring the arms to the side with the palms facing down. So you want your shoulders to stay down onto the floor. Breathe in and out deeply and start to lower the legs to the left. You're going to turn your head to the right. We're getting a little bit of a rotation, so we're creating an upper and lower body separation through this twisting type rotational movement. If your shoulders have popped up off the floor, then you've gone a little bit too far. Maintain a nice stretch while you keep your shoulders rooted into the mat space. And a slight contraction of the abdominal muscles is quite good here to support this weight as well. Inhale back through center position. Keep the legs crossed. Turn your head to the left as you drop the legs to the right. So I'm going to rotate in the other direction. And just settle into a deep stretch. As you turn your head to the opposite direction, keep your shoulders down and contract the abs a little bit to support the body weight through core control as you turn. Inhale, come back up to neutral position, and we just switch the legs. Left goes over right. Grab onto the back of the right leg for a little bit of an assistance here to draw the leg back, shoulders back down again, relax the upper body as you draw the right leg back. Now the right leg can also straighten out. If you're able to straighten the leg out, it's totally fine. As the right knee comes closer, the left knee goes further away from you, so you want to feel it in the left outer hip this time. And close your eyes, or just make your eyes heavy, and then breathe. We're trying to see through our breathing if we can keep our nervous system really calm to get into some of these positions and postures, and particularly some of the more deeper positions. And think about that big 360 breath. Breathe through the front, to the back, and through the sides. Maybe even count to 4 or 5 when you breathe. Make your exhale 1 or 2 seconds longer. Okay, this time the right foot lands down onto the floor. Again, take the arms to the side, palms face down. Press the arms down to keep the shoulders down. Drop the legs to the right, turn your head to the left. As soon as you create the rotation, start to pull your belly in a little bit. Pull the navel in towards your spine. And tension level, we're trying to stay for this entire program under 5. Or 5 or less, roughly. Inhale it back to center, drop the legs to the other side, again, head goes to the other side, shoulders stay down. Ooh, little pop in the lower back there, oh, that felt good. Use your inhale breath to come back to center position, uncross your legs, good stuff. Hold on to your knees again, rock your body a little bit side to side. And everyone's going to grab a strap. And if you're at home and don't have a strap, you can use a towel. You can use a band. You can use anything. Just undo the strap. One sec. Wow, these things are really good. No, I think I got it. I just struggle with my strap here. Oh, there we go. All right, underneath the right foot, you're going to hold on to the strap. Now, the left leg can be straight or bent a little bit, but keep the left hip and the left butt cheek down onto the floor. You're going to bend the right arm so you can support the weight of the leg. Bring the right arm down, the right elbow down. Left arm off to the side. T-shape. Drop the right leg to your right side. Now you're trying to create heaviness in the leg to hold on to the leg just with the strap so the space through that groin area is really soft. As the leg drops to the right, you can turn your head to the opposite direction. And same movement here. There's no right or wrong way to do this. The intention here is to release all the tension that's holding the leg through the groin space. When I first started doing this, I could actually not do it. My leg was holding on to the leg, not the strap. You want to think about this. If you let go of that strap, your leg would just drop to the floor. And then you inhale as you come back through center, keep the leg straight. Now I'm going to hold on to the strap with the left hand. Right arm goes to the side with the palm facing down, shoulder stays down. So I'm going to drag the leg to the left side, turn the head to the right side. Again, nice deep rotation. Inhale, back to center. Hold on. Just keep holding the strap with the left hand. All you gotta do is switch your feet. So the left goes in, right goes down. Bending the left elbow, I drop the left leg off to the side, turn the head to the right side. Here you go. Thank you. Stuff. Looking good. And then you come back to the other side, switch the grip, and then the other arm goes off to the side. That's it. Yep. And create the rotation the other way. Again, so you want to keep the shoulders down. And come back to that middle position, put the straps out of the way. Good stuff, and come on up. Okay, keep the straps close. We're going to move into a bit of a funky movement here. You're going to bring the right leg forward and the left leg back. So we're going thigh to thigh. Like tight, thigh to thigh, and take the legs off to the feet off to the side. This is called cow face position. So we try and sit back as far as we can, and you're going to feel this right here in both hips is where you want to feel it quite a bit. So once you got the legs all done, so think about holding your P, right? Really lock in. Then you're going to take the right arm up, left arm behind you, and you're going to try and bring your hands together. And if you can't, that's when you grab the strap. I can't. So I'm just going to hold on with the strap here. Good stuff. And real awkward movement for some of us. And then you're going to try and lean forward. And notice if the arms are really heavy on your body, you're trying to lighten that load, pull the arms away from your body and just hinge forward. And slowly come back up. You're going to let the arms go down. Remember which arm you had, you're going to switch. Lean forward again and just switch it up. Go to the other side. Cross left over the right in this case. And now every body type is very different here. So we're trying to get into a position where you really feel this in the outer hip position. So this is more of a tapping into the IT band. I keep my arms forward, and that helps when I sit back a little bit. So I find the stretch first. And then I come up and take the other arm behind me. So in this case, it's my left and then the right. And of course, I cannot touch my hands, so I'm going to grab a strap and get this happening in the other side. And once I'm in the position, then I try and lean forward again. Notice if your arms are really heavy on your body, just try and lighten that as you lean forward. Just do the best you can. And slowly come on up. Good stuff. We're going to move the strap out of the way. Come on down onto the floor. So you're going to keep your hands off to the side with the wrists underneath the elbows. Let's lift the chest up, take a breath, and then lower down. So a bit of a back bending series of movements here. Lift up. And come down. When you're lifting, notice if the pressure here is in your hands or if you can lift by using your back muscles, not so much into the hands. Lift. Now this time when you bring your chest down, press the right shoulder forward. Stretch that out and look up over the left. So look up at the ceiling. Really turn your head. Look up. Come back through middle. Again, this time the other side. So left, shoulder forward, look up over the right. One more time up. Switch, other side. And again, out to the middle, and drop to the other side. Shoulder forward, and then you look up over the right, look up at the ceiling, keep turning your head, get a nice stretch. All right, come back to center position. This time the arms go straight into a T shape. And what I'm going to do is roll onto the left shoulder. I'm going to take the right leg behind me, bring the right foot to touch down. Maybe open up that right hip. Your right knee is facing the ceiling. Your right foot is on the floor. Maybe take the right arm behind you. Now you can keep your head up. This will give you an extra bit of head strength or neck strength, or just drop the head down and rest your head. You can intensify this if you like. If you grab onto your shin on the right side to get a quad stretch. So bend your right knee, hold onto your leg, And hold on to your pant leg as well if the leg is really tight. That's it. And then bring your attention to your right knee if you're holding onto your leg. If that knee is pointed up to the ceiling, lower the knee down to create that quad stretch. And if you're holding onto your right leg, you're going to let the leg go. And we'll come back onto our belly, back into the T shape with the arms. And this time you're going to go and lie on the other side. Hold on to the left leg, if that's accessible. Again, if that left knee is way up, you're going to lower the knee down and then draw the leg back. That's where you get the quad stretch. Head can stay up, or you can drop your head down. Let go of the leg. Go back onto your chest. Extend the left arm forward. Bend the right leg and try and hold on to that shin on the right side. Again, just move right into a quad stretch. Head goes down. Switch the legs, switch the arms, so extend the other one. So keep holding on to the leg you're holding on to, and then try and grab the other one as well. Both legs. That's it. Maybe start to lift the chest off the floor a bit. Try and hold on to the shin. Your shins, instead of your feet. So if you can move a little bit lower down. That's it, Daniel. That's it. And then flex your feet so you're not pointing. Yeah, you got it. Make sure you're breathing. You want to feel the breath coming into your belly. Notice your body move up and down with your breath. Now let go of the legs without boomeranging those legs. So nice and easy, let go of the legs. Bring the hands back to the floor. And then press your way all the way back up. Sorry guys, online, hang on. Child's pose. You're going to take your knees wide. Bring your toes to touch behind you. Sit back. And then reach the arms forward. Bring your chest down. Bring your forehead down. Close your eyes. And just settle into this really nice deep shape. Big breath in and big breath out. Now lift your chest off the floor a little bit. We're going to tuck the right arm underneath. So the right arm goes off to the side. Just drop down, try and bring some weight onto that shoulder. Take the left arm forward. And come on up. And we're going to switch just to the other side. Right arm extends straight, left arm tucks under, chest drops back down again. I'm trying to put some weight to the outside of the left shoulder. And we slowly come out of that. Let's bring the hips forward. Good stuff. And just come down onto a seated position. I'm going to just sit on the side here with both legs are bent to 90 degree position, 90 degrees. Okay, so the front leg is not tucked in, it's out to 90 degrees. Okay, good. I'm going to sit up as tall as we can sit, turn the face your front, and then hinge forward. So you're just going to come forward, flex your feet, and then come down into a folded position. So the right leg is forward. You should feel this in the lower right hip, outside hip area, maybe your lower back as well. Move right into deep breathing. If you count your breath, it'll keep you focused on your breathing. So you count in for 4 or 5, you hold for a second or 2, and then you exhale for 1 second longer than you inhale. You hold empty lungs for a second or 2, and then you repeat that cycle, repeat the wave. Now we're going to lift the chest up. Keep the 90-90 leg position. Try and sit up as tall as you can. And this time you're going to turn all the way to the right. So the lower body stays. It's the upper body. The chest is moving as much as you can. Keep turning the rib cage and keep turning your head as well. Turn, 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 turn. Keep that rib cage turning. Now when your body's stopped, energetically keep your rib cage turning to the right, but turn your head now to the left, opposite direction. Might feel a little bit awkward, which is fine. We want these awkward movements to be a little bit more normalized by doing them. Keep turning your head in the opposite direction that your rib cage is going. Try and sit up as tall as you can. And then just release that tension altogether. Okay, good stuff. Now you're going to bring the knees up and take the legs wide. Take the arms behind you. Now, without any funky body movement, we're just going to try and drop one knee in. So let's start with the right. Try and drop the right knee in without turning your body at all. So just how far can you go? Check that out a little bit. And then try the other leg. Internal rotation. Play with that a little bit from side to side. When you found your end range of motion, try and go a little bit more. So use your strength to just press it down a little bit more. And then you switch other side. And then we'll roll over onto the left side for 90-90. Flex your feet, 90 degree shape in both legs. Sit up as tall as you can, rotate to your front, and then lean forward. Try and get into a position where you feel this in the more the left side, left outer hip, left lower back area. And bring your chest down and get into some deep breathing again. Count your breath. Count the exhale. Count the inhale. Maybe drop the chest a little bit lower as you settle deep into the stretch. And then lift the chest up. Keep the leg position. And you're going to sit up tall. So I have my left leg forward. If you have your right leg forward, then just go into that direction. But I'm going to turn the rib cage to the left as far as I can go. Turn the head as far as you can go to the left. So everything is moving to the left in this case. And then when I've reached my end range of motion, I'm going to turn the head to the other side. A little bit more. Keep on breathing. And come back to that neutral position. Okay, good stuff. We're going to go back onto our knees. A little bit more work into the hips. This will be frog position. Frog position. Knees wide, and you turn the feet in. So the feet turn in. The heel is in line with the knees. Take the knees out wide. Bring your hands down. Now in this position, when I start to send my butt back, I really feel it a lot. So the further back you sit, the more you're going to feel it. The further forward you sit, the less you feel it. So again, find this position where you get into like about a 5 or so out of 10. That's it for me. That's it. And I'm going to come down to my forearms, hold that hip position, turn the feet out, close your eyes, and then move back into that deep breathing. This is one of those deeper postural holds where we're getting into some fascial tissue movement and getting deeper into the hip socket. So we stay here a little bit longer. We'll stay in tension, time under tension for about a minute or so, maybe 90 seconds. We'll pull out and then we'll come back in again. So we want to come out of tension and into tension a couple times. Close your eyes. And you may notice that after a while, the tension starts to release a little bit. So you can certainly ramp it up a bit more. If it softens on you, that's a good sign. You may also cramp up, and so you just move forward to come out of the position if you're cramping. Okay, lift the chest up a bit and move your weight forward so you come out of tension. You might feel that rush of blood going right into that space, which is good. And then we start to go right back into it again. Maybe even deeper this time. Hips go back, feet turn out, close your eyes. There's absolutely no concern about what these shapes look like. It doesn't really matter. It's more about the individual experience of what they feel like. Wherever you feel tension, energetically try and breathe into that space. Breathe into tension and then breathe out of tension. Let's shift our weight out of it again. So you move forward and let the blood rush into that space. And I'm going to move back one last time. And this is one of those positions that if you want it to go a little bit more than that 5 out of 10, if you want to just make it a little bit more juicy or spicy, you can do that. That is what you feel like you need. Stay for 3 more really long and deep breaths. That should be about another 30 seconds or so. And we're going to shift our weight forward. Let's just move into a quick tabletop position. Bring the knees in. Woo-hoo, tight, tight, tight. I really feel that. I'm just going to rock my body weight side to side and then bring some circular movement. Just to move all that stuff around. Both directions. And we'll come through neutral. Take the right foot forward. I'm going to take the left leg behind you. Okay, let me adjust here online. So the left leg goes back. Maybe turn the right toes out slightly. Now you can hold it in this position here, pretty deep lunge position. Or you can come down onto your forearms if you can manage that. I can't, I don't have that mobility, so that's where you use your blocks to bring the floor a little bit closer to you. And then we just get into a deep position here. Now, once you're in this position, make little slight circles into the hip, mostly on the right side. Very small micro circles. Just move this stuff around. Pick one direction. And then the other direction, some slow movement. And the next 30 seconds, we'll just hold in this position. Again, right back into deep breathing. Now you're going to slowly lift the chest up and away from the floor. I'm just going to move my block out of the way. Have your blocks close by. I'm going to bring that leg back in so it's more in line with my hip. And then I'm going to try and find some kind of a split position. Splits. Any kind of splits. Yeah, any kind of splits. Yeah. These are the very humbling type movements. Yeah, it doesn't matter how close you can get to the floor. Some people get super close and some can't. It's more about what it feels like and can you hold and balance and kind of maintain that position. Soften and ease into it. Sometimes challenging to keep this at around a 4 or 5. It tends to get pretty juicy as well. And let's slowly come out of this. You're just going to drop onto your right side. And then we're going to switch. You come up onto the left side. Hands down to the floor. Send the right leg behind you. Turn the left toes out if you can. Arms either straight onto your forearms. You can reach the arms forward if you like to bring the chest a little closer to the floor. So you're trying to get into a fairly deep lizard lunge type of a position. And then once you're there, you're going to move around the left hip a little bit. Slow circle in one direction. And you can close your eyes here too. Just imagine the ball and socket joint of the hip on the left side, just doing little tiny movements. Big breath in and out to fuel the movement. And then circle in the other direction. Slow, small, micro movements. And then we'll just hold still for a little bit. Close your eyes, move right back into your breathing. Count your breath. Hold when the lungs are full. Count the exhale. Hold when the lungs are empty. Repeat the cycle. And lift the chest a little higher. Take the left leg more in line with the hip now, and then we'll try and sit into some kind of a split on this side. Almost there. So I'll do 3 more really deep breaths, about 30 seconds. And then once you've done that last one, just going to sit over onto the left side, come out of the position. Ooh, good. Then we're going to lie down onto our back again, grab the strap. And let's just see how the legs fare now when we try to open up the hips using the strap. Hold on to the right leg, right in the strap with the right hand, bend the elbow, and drop the leg off to the side. Turn your head over to the left, and just let the leg fall. Full weight, if you can, of the leg into the strap. So your right arm should be working pretty hard here to hold the weight of your leg. And depending on your body type, our legs can actually weigh quite a bit, upwards of like 30 pounds each. So imagine the full weight of your leg into the strap. Close your eyes. And you're going to use your inhale breath to bring the leg back to center. Hold on to the strap this time with the left hand. Right arm goes to the side, palm down, shoulder down. Drag the leg across to the left, and your head turns to the right, the opposite direction. Notice the shoulders. If your right shoulder's popped up, you've gone too far on the stretch. Bring your leg back, drop the shoulders, only stretch as far as you can with the shoulders being in the floor. And then come back to a neutral position. Good stuff. And switch the feet. Left goes in, right goes down. You're already holding the strap with the left hand, and then you're going to drop the leg to the right, to the left, and the head turns to the right. Bring the leg back through center. Hold on to the leg, or the strap, with the right hand. Left arm to the side. Turn your head to the left and drop the leg to the right. And you want the left and the right shoulder touching the floor as your lower body twists over to the right side. Use your breathing to get into a deep, deep stretch. Inhale, come back to neutral position. Good stuff. All right, you're going to move the strap out of the way. Grab your block. For those of you at home, if you don't have a block, you'll be able to use your fists. I'll show you how in just a moment. You want to take the block, lift your hips up, and bring the block to your lower back, to the sacrum area, the flat part of the pelvis. And then you're going to lift your legs up. Try and let the legs drop a little bit behind you, so the legs can just hang on into this position. Arms can be by your side. You can also cactus the arms overhead. Close your eyes and just rest in this position. Try and position the block in such a way that the legs are actually leaning a bit more towards your face, and that way you're not supporting your legs, it's just the momentum here holding the shape. Keep your left leg up, lower the right leg. Bring your heel to touch the floor, right heel. You should feel a stretch at the top of the right hip. And then drop the left leg. If you need more of a stretch, the block has 3 orientations. You can move it a little bit higher if you like to get that stretch at the top of the hips. And you're going to bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, lift your hips up, move the block out of the way. Rolling onto your side, come on up into a seated position. Okay, I'm going to sit on the block again. You can sit on the block if you like or not. It's a little bit easier for me. Cross your legs. Rest the arms on top of the legs. Okay, we're going to turn the head again to your right, my left. Drop the ear to the shoulder. Gaze at the ceiling. Look all the way up and around. Do it really slow. Maybe keep your eyes closed or just make the eyes heavy. Breathe fully and deeply as you do 3 circles. Really exaggerate the movement, but do it slow. And when you're done 3, you just come back to neutral, and then we go to the other side. my right, your left. Ear drops to shoulder, look up, and the big circle, 3 of them in the other direction. And the very last one. Okay, and that is it for today. We're done. Thank you all. Namaste to all of you. Have a happy Sunday.